Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dive into a pretty unique neighborhood right in the heart of Orlando's resort district, one that promises a very different kind of lifestyle. We're talking about Liberty Bluff at Reunion Resort.
So, let me ask you this. What if you could get all those amazing resort perks, but then, at the end of the day, you get to go home to a quiet, totally normal residential street? That's really the big promise here, and that's what we're going to unpack. All right, let's get into it. You see, to really get what Liberty Bluff is all about, you first have to understand the whole Orlando living situation. It's got this incredible appeal, but yeah, it comes with some unique challenges too.
And for a lot of people looking for a home here, this is the classic dilemma, right? You want to be close to all the magic, the great restaurants, the golf, but maybe you don't want to feel like you're on vacation 24/7. It's a really tough balance to find.
So to figure out how Liberty Bluff solves that puzzle, we actually need to zoom out first. Because, it doesn't just exist in a bubble. It's a small part of this much, much bigger community. We've got to look at the big picture, Reunion Resort.
And when I say big, I am not kidding. We're talking 2,300 acres. So yeah, this is not your average subdivision. It's a massive, basically self-contained destination with its own roads, its own neighborhoods, the whole shebang.
So what exactly is Reunion Resort? Well, think of it as this master-planned luxury community that's really good at blending different lifestyles together. It's built for everyone, full-time residents, people with second homes, and vacationers all in one place.
And this gives you a great snapshot of all the perks you get inside those gates. You've got your multiple neighborhoods, right? You've got 3 championship golf courses. We're talking courses designed by legends like Palmer, Nicklaus, and Watson. There's a whole bunch of places to eat, community pools, green spaces, and all of this is just a stone's throw from Walt Disney World. This is the world that Liberty Bluff residents get to live in.
Okay, so now that we've got our heads around just how big this resort is, let's zoom back in. Let's really focus on what makes Liberty Bluff so different from everything else there.
There's this great analogy that I think just nails it. Think of Liberty Bluff as a quiet residential cul-de-sac that just happens to be right in the middle of a world-class theme park. It's a perfect way to picture it.
And this chart, wow, it lays out the difference so clearly. Just look at the 2 columns. On one side, you've got your typical resort areas. High traffic, vacation-focused, super fast-paced, lots of people coming and going. But then you look at Liberty Bluff. The vibe is quiet, it's residential, the pace is calm, it's community-oriented. The whole point here is for people who live there full-time or have a second home.
So this whole best of both worlds thing sounds great, but what does it actually look like day to day? Well, let's break down what you can do and the different ways you can actually own a place here.
I mean, the access you have is just incredible. Inside the gates, you can just spend your day walking on these beautiful paths, playing tennis or pickleball, grabbing a bite at a casual spot, or going upscale at the rooftop steakhouse. And then, right outside the gates, you have the world's most famous theme parks literally just minutes down the road. It's like peace and quiet at home and all the excitement you could ever want right there on demand.
And that flexibility? It's not just about your lifestyle. It's about ownership, too. A home in Liberty Bluff can be a few different things. It could be your primary, everyday home. It could be your second home, a seasonal getaway. Or you could use it as a rental investment. You've got options, all while keeping that stable neighborhood feel.
All right, so this brings us to the big question, right? The one that really matters. How do you know if this really unique mix, this quiet community with all the resort access, is actually the right move for you and what you're looking for?
And really, it all boils down to this. What are you truly looking for in a home? Are you after that sense of community, of knowing your neighbors? Or do you want that constant high-energy vacation buzz right outside your front door? Figuring that out is absolutely the first step. This little checklist here is a perfect way to see if it clicks with you. If you find yourself nodding your head to these points, like if you're seeking a quiet spot, or you're a full-time resident who wants the resort perks, or maybe you're a second homeowner who just wants some peace. If that sounds like you, then yeah, Liberty Bluff is probably speaking your language.
Now, here's a really critical point you can't ignore. Buying into a huge master-planned community like Reunion, well, it's just more complicated than buying a regular house. You absolutely have to do your homework and get crystal clear on the specific HOA rules, the zoning, and all the rental regulations that apply to this specific neighborhood.
And that really brings us to the main takeaway here, and it's a big one. Understanding Liberty Bluff means understanding Reunion Resort. You just can't look at a home here on its own. Its value, the lifestyle, its whole identity, it's all completely tied to being part of that bigger resort.
So, let's end with this thought. For the right kind of person, this idea, having a quiet little corner, a real neighborhood, tucked away inside a world-famous resort, it's not just some dream. It could literally be the perfect address. The only question left is, could that person be you?